entertained? Are you not entertained?
Back in 2000, director Ridley Scott wowed audiences with Gladiator, introducing us to the fearless Maximus Decimus Meridius, played by Russell Crowe. It's a grand tale set in ancient Rome, where Maximus, a respected general, faces betrayal from the power-hungry Commodus, played by Joaquin Phoenix. Sold into slavery, Maximus rises as a gladiator, driven by a thirst for revenge against Commodus, who killed his family. Gladiator was a smash hit, raking in awards and box office success. Now, after 2 decades, Scott is back with Gladiator 2, and fans are buzzing with excitement. The sequel will shift focus to Lucius Verus, the grown-up son of Lucilla and nephew of Commodus. Set to hit screens in 2024, Gladiator 2 promises to bring back the thrill of the arena with its release date, cast, plot details, and even a trailer. And hey, stick around till the end, as we'll also touch on how Ridley Scott sidestepped a big problem that could have derailed the sequel. In the upcoming Gladiator 2, Paul Mescal takes on the lead role of Lucius Verus, a character initially portrayed by Spencer Treat Clark in the original film. Mescal, known for his acclaimed performances in Normal People and Aftersun, steps into the spotlight in his biggest film role yet. Joining Mescal is the legendary Denzel Washington, portraying a former gladiator-turned-wealthy entrepreneur with a score to settle against the ruling emperors. The ensemble cast also includes Joseph Quinn as co-emperor Caracalla, Fred Heshinger as co-emperor Gaeta, along with Pedro Pascal, May Calamawy, Lior Raz, Peter Menza, and Matt Lucas. Heshinger replaces Barry Cohen, who had to bow out due to scheduling conflicts. Returning from the original Gladiator are Connie Nielsen as Lucilla, Lucius's mother, and Derek Jacobi as Senator Gracchus, both adding depth to the sequel storyline. Unfortunately, Djimon Hounsou couldn't reprise his role as Juba due to conflicting schedules. In Gladiator 2, Denzel Washington takes on the intriguing role of a former slave turned affluent arms dealer. Despite his newfound wealth, his character retains a deep-seated resentment toward the Roman Empire. Director Ridley Scott provided some insight into Washington's character, emphasizing his backstory as a slave who earned freedom through surviving in the gladiatorial arena. Scott delves into the character's origins, detailing how he was marked and registered as a slave, setting the stage for his involvement in the story. With Washington's portrayal, audiences can expect a complex and compelling figure driven by a lingering grudge against the Empire. As for the story, in Gladiator 2, viewers will catch up with Lucius around 15 years after the events of the original film. While specific plot details have been kept under wraps, director Ridley Scott provided some insights to Rotten Tomatoes regarding Lucius's journey since we last saw him. Lucius has been living in the wilderness, having lost contact with his mother and vice versa. There's a sense of mystery surrounding his whereabouts, as his mother fears he might be dead. Paul Mescal expressed his excitement about the project while acknowledging the pressure of following up such an iconic film. "I can't tell you how stressed I am talking about that film in particular because it's definitely the biggest one I've done," Mescal shared. "I feel really excited, but it's difficult to get away from the legacy of the film a bit. I think it's really well written and it pays homage to the first one, but it's very much something that I think I can step into and make comfortably my own." Now let's discuss who is writing and directing Gladiator 2 and whether Russell Crowe and Joaquin Phoenix are involved. While details remain scarce, anticipation is high as audiences await to see how Lucius's story unfolds in the highly anticipated sequel. It is directed by Ridley Scott, with the screenplay penned by David Scarpa. Scott and Scarpa have previously collaborated on projects like All the Money in the World and Napoleon. Alongside Scott, the film is produced by Michael Pruss, Douglas Wick, Lucy Fisher, and David Franzoni. Scott, who earned an Oscar nomination for Best Director for the original, brings his renowned talent to this highly anticipated sequel. While Russell Crowe and Joaquin Phoenix are not expected to reprise their roles as Maximus and Commodus, in Gladiator 2, due to the character's demise in the original film, there's still speculation about their potential involvement through archival footage or flashback sequences. However, there have been no official reports confirming their participation. Initially, there were discussions about resurrecting Maximus for a potential sequel, but those plans have seemingly been abandoned. Scott previously shared a concept involving Maximus wandering on the edge of the river Styx in armor, signaling a more grounded approach for the sequel. As the script has evolved, it appears that the focus has shifted away from such fantastical elements toward a more realistic narrative. Now, let's shift our attention to the latest update on the production of Gladiator 2, which brings some promising news, particularly regarding a potential problem that the sequel has managed to sidestep. Pedro Pascal, one of the cast members, has provided insights into the film's development, indicating positive progress. Ridley Scott's recent track record has been a mixed bag, with successes like The Martian and The Last Duel alongside disappointments such as House of Gucci and Napoleon. Given this inconsistency, there's understandable uncertainty surrounding the success of Gladiator 2. It could soar to the heights of The Martian or stumble like Napoleon. However, Pascal's recent update from the set offers reassurance that the sequel is on the right creative path. With Paul Mescal stepping into the role of Lucius and Denzel Washington portraying a compelling character, there's certainly intrigue surrounding the project. Pascal's involvement, albeit in an undisclosed role, adds another layer of excitement to the mix. While there are no guarantees in Hollywood, Pascal's positive remarks provide hope that Gladiator 2 is steering clear of potential pitfalls, setting the stage for an engaging and successful sequel to Ridley Scott's epic Swords and Sandals saga. Pedro Pascal's recent comments about Gladiator 2 shed light on an important aspect of the production that many fans will appreciate: the minimal use of CGI. In an era where CGI often dominates the filmmaking process, director Ridley Scott is taking a refreshing approach by prioritizing practical effects. It's become all too common for movies to rely heavily on green screens and computer-generated imagery to bring their worlds to life. However, as Pascal emphasized, there's a unique magic to practical effects that CGI simply can't replicate. Scott's decision to focus on building impressive sets rather than relying on post-production effects speaks to his commitment to authenticity and craftsmanship. While CGI has its place in filmmaking, especially for creating fantastical elements like dinosaurs in Jurassic Park or liquid metal in Terminator 2: Judgment Day, its overuse in contemporary cinema has sometimes led to artificial-looking landscapes and action sequences. By opting for practical effects whenever possible, Gladiator 2 aims to capture the raw energy and realism that audiences crave. Pascal's description of the sets being the most impressive he's ever seen is a testament to Scott's dedication to creating an immersive and visually stunning world for the sequel. With practical effects taking center stage, Gladiator 2 promises to deliver an authentic and visceral cinematic experience that harks back to the glory days of epic filmmaking. The original Gladiator film's epic success can largely be attributed to its extensive use of practical effects, which lent it a grandiose and authentic feel. Rather than relying solely on CGI, the crew scouted stunning filming locations across Europe to recreate the awe-inspiring backdrops of ancient Rome. Notably, they constructed a massive 52-foot replica of a third of the Colosseum, adding to the film's immersive quality. While CGI was utilized when necessary, it was primarily used to enhance scenes already achieved through practical methods. In Gladiator, CGI played a supporting role, such as digitally grafting the late Oliver Reed's face onto another actor's body to complete his scenes and creating digital crowds in the Colosseum to complement the live extras present on set. This blend of practical effects and CGI contributed to the film's overall success and believability. Now, with Gladiator 2, the pressure is on for director Ridley Scott to deliver another hit. Pedro Pascal's recent comments underscore the magnitude of the sequel's production, making it the largest project he's been involved in to date. With substantial investment from two major studios, Paramount and Universal, the stakes are high for Gladiator 2 to replicate its predecessor's commercial triumph. Scott's recent track record at the box office has been inconsistent, with his last few films failing to meet expectations. While the Gladiator brand may provide a boost, success for the sequel ultimately hinges on critical acclaim. If Gladiator 2 fails to impress critics, it risks falling short at the box office despite its recognizable franchise name. Well, that's it for today. For now, make sure that you like our video. Please share your views in the comments section with us. Subscribe to the channel to get updated, and do not forget to hit the bell icon to never miss an update. Thanks for watching the video, and we'll see you at the next one.